Dear viewers, I hope you are all fine. This ultrasound video shows a uterine polyp and a fibroid uterus. You can see the uterus and a polyp is seen in the distal portion of the uterine cavity, and the echogenicity of the polyp seems to be heterogeneous. Now this is the polyp, uterine polyps. Uterine polyps are overgrowths of cells in the lining of the uterus endometrium, and it leads to formation of uterine polyps, also known as endometrial polyps. Uterine polyps are more likely to develop in women who are aged between 40 to 50 years old than in younger women. Polyps can occur after menopause but rarely occurs in women under 20 years old. Now you can see the blood flow. There is a vigorous blood flow seen in this polyp. So it is likely to be malignant. Around 5% of uterine polyps are cancerous or precancerous. Uterine polyps range in size from a few millimeter, not longer than a sesame seed, to several centimeters, golf ball size or larger. They attach to the uterine wall by a large base or a thin stalk, and there may be multiple uterine polyps or a single. Now you can see the fibroid, a small fibroid, but well defined with well defined walls, well defined membranes. Now you can see this is the ovary, and this is the other ovary. Again you can see the blood flow. There is vigorous blood flow seen in the uterine polyps as well as in the fibroid. Signs and symptoms of uterine polyps include irregular menstrual bleeding, for example, having frequent unpredictable periods of variable length and heaviness. Again, there is bleeding between menstrual periods, excessively heavy menstrual periods, vaginal bleeding after menopause, infertility. Again, now you can see the uterine polyp. As far as the causes of the uterine polyps, each month estrogen levels in women rise and fall, causing the lining of the uterus to thicken and then shed during periods. Polyps form when too much of that lining grows. That may be due to the changes in estrogen levels that happens just before and during menopause. Treatment may not be necessary if the polyps don't cause any symptoms. However, polyps should be treated if they cause heavy bleeding during menstrual periods or if they are suspected to be precancerous or cancerous. If a polyp discovered after menopause, it should be removed. Although it is rare for the uterine polyp to be cancerous? If they are not causing problems, monitoring of the polyps over time is reasonable approach. If you develop symptoms such as abnormal bleeding, then the polyp should be removed and evaluated to confirm that there is no evidence of cancer. You can find some important information in the description of this video, and now you can see the size of the polyps as well as the uterine fibroid. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe my channel.